I just bought this new house flip. It looks okay on the outside, but it's a huge design disaster on the inside. I'm going to take you through it and break it all down. The front yard looks kind of green right now, but it's actually a mixture of grass and weeds. So we probably have to replace it with fresh sod. And then towards the house, there are a lot of big plants that are overgrown. So we have to trim some of those and replace the others with smaller plants to make it more welcoming. The building structure doesn't look that bad, but the paint is so traditional. We have this peach and maroon color combo that is not very appealing anymore. So we plan to repaint the outside, probably of this black and white color combo that gives you a farmhouse look. And then the front door, I like that we have double doors that feels grand, but these doors with the half moon lights on top are very traditional. So we plan to replace them. So here comes the first design disaster. When you open the front door, you have a big step up to go inside. But then once you get inside, you realize that this raised floors is only for the entry area. On the living room and the dining room are both at a lower level. And the raised floors here are made of these Spanish tiles that are broken in places, and this platform is also protruding more on this side. When you are in the entryway, it makes you feel like the living room has way lower ceilings and is a lot smaller, and I almost feel like I could touch the ceiling here, which is really weird because I'm very short. So we plan to remove this platform completely so that we can have the same level flooring throughout. It's also going to help us to make this living room feel bigger and feel this entire area feel more open. And we also want to remove the popcorn ceiling here, probably frame the fireplace, add an electric insert so that we have a more modern focal point. The trim in this front section are very intricate and it gives the home some character, so we plan to keep it. But the floorings are so dark and it makes the space feel even more dim. And from the living room entryway to the dining room, we have 3 different types of floors. So we plan to gut it all and replace it with natural and much lighter flooring to make it more updated. In the dining room here, we're also going to replace this chandelier. The living space is so grand, but then you go through this small doorway to get to the kitchen. And the kitchen continues this dark wood theme. These cabinets are very traditional looking, and I don't understand why they have a big space on top and don't go all the way up to the ceiling. And then the dark wood doesn't really go with the medium blue countertops. And they even have a blue sink that I've never seen before. And then on the lower cabinets, you see some heavy usage, and then the parquet floors are filthy and they're broken off in so many areas. Another interesting choice are the tiles around the microwave. I've never seen anybody putting accent tiles around the microwave. And then here, the microwave is too small for this hole. So there's a gap all around it and it's such an eyesore. I'm glad that there are already recessed lights in here, but half of them don't work anymore. So we have to replace them. And we also plan to remove this wall so that we can connect the dining room with the kitchen, and it will really improve the flow. On the other side of the kitchen, we have this dramatically different looking family room. It has vaulted ceilings and a ton of natural light. So in here, we are going to probably close off this fireplace because we already have another fireplace in the living room. And then we'll replace the tiles with new hardwood floors and also replace this weird looking chandelier. This guest bathroom is kind of interesting. It has a really good sized vanity, but then the shower is like a dungeon. We don't really have a good way of making the shower bigger, but we're thinking about reducing it into a half bath because we plan on using the other bathroom and split it into 2 bathrooms. So then with the 2 bathrooms down the hall, this bathroom just need to be a half bath to maintain the functionality. This first bedroom is a little odd with the wall sticking out. We probably need to use some nice staging to address the awkward layout. And then this mirror door is hiding the closet and it's falling apart and scratching the floor really bad. This second bedroom has popcorn ceilings, and we noticed that in some rooms there's popcorn ceiling and some rooms don't have it. So the previous owner may have removed popcorn ceiling selectively, which is kind of interesting. So here we're going to replace the dirty carpet with new flooring and also replace the closet door. This is the third bedroom and also the biggest. I like that there's already the slider going to the backyard, and also there are 2 closets, and it's set up nicely as a primary bedroom, but it doesn't have an attached ensuite. So we're going to have to address that by using the really big guest bathroom that we haven't seen yet. This second guest bathroom is the epitome of design disasters. First of all, there's a huge double vanity, which is nice, but then we have this very traditional sink and countertops and backsplash all in one piece, but it's just too outdated. You see this front door looking door in the middle of this guest bathroom, which is so odd. We plan to close it off. And then this is another hole in the wall shower. Right now, people use shower more often than a tub, but this shower is really not sufficient. Don't even get me started on this chandelier. Usually, a chandelier over a tub is a nice design feature, but this chandelier is so old looking and it's off-centered in this corner. It's really not doing very well. And then the tub itself is a jetted tub, which was probably nice back in the day, but then the shower faucet is installed off-centered at an angle, which is so weird. I just don't have a lot of words for this bathroom anymore. But the good thing is there's really so much space in here that we could easily divide it into 2 bathrooms. So we plan to use a lot of this space over here as a new primary bathroom with an entry door over here connecting to the new primary bedroom. And then the rest of the space would be a nice standard sized guest bathroom. And it would really increase the value of the home by a lot. As we get to the backyard, this chimney really stands out. It's just an ugly metal pipe that reminds me of the old factory. Since we're going to close off the fireplace inside, we are just going to take it all out. The last and final design disaster is this pool that they filled in, but they failed to conceal it, so it just looks like a pool that's filled in without being any cohesive landscaping. So we plan to demo a lot of the old concrete in this backyard and put in new concrete patio and potentially also outdoor kitchen in the back, and then also break out a lot of the concrete around the pool, including the pool coping, so we can have some nice lawn here and without feeling that there was a pool originally. I purchased this house for $2 million and we plan to put about $300,000 into the renovation, and we hope to sell the house for $3 million, so there would be a nice profit. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.